there's no chaos in my life, I create chaos now. My life was so good, I didn't want to sleep. Sleeping sucks. I worked in Boston at a place called the Boston Harbor Hotel. I was a bellman in there. Life is ready to get you, you know, and you got to get up and you got to fight through that bullshit every day. You have to. You know, I didn't grow up with money. I didn't even have a car. I had a mountain bike that I, you know, rode everywhere in town with. One of the things that I was very lucky in my life with is I knew exactly what I wanted to do. From the time I was a young age, I knew I wanted to be in the fight business, and people thought I was crazy. I worked in Boston at a place called the Boston Harbor Hotel. I was a bellman in there. I was 19 years old. I made good money. And I was literally standing in the lobby one day, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? What am I doing here? This isn't me. This isn't what I want. And I walked out the front door, and one of my good friends, he's still one of my good friends today, who was the doorman, says, what are you doing? I said, I'm quitting. And he's like, what? What are you gonna do? I said, I want to be in the fight business. He said, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Let's get that down to business. You take on a business that is in tatters, near bankruptcy.
The UFC's in trouble, and I think we should buy it. I think we could buy this thing.
Yeah.
Then he called me back the next day and said, fuck it. Let's keep going.
Wow.
I said, okay.
Wow.
We started making some calls. A month later, we bought the UFC for $2 million.
$2 million. And sold it for?
$4.025 billion.
Talk about decisions, huh? That's awesome.
I always knew what I wanted to do, and every day when I woke up, I would work toward that goal. So there was a kid in Boston, his name was Peter Welsh, and he's actually like a street fighting and boxing legend in town, and everybody had heard of him, and I literally sought this guy out. I went to him, and I said, I know this is crazy, you don't know me, but I want to work with you. You don't have to pay me. I want to learn everything that you can teach about the fight game. When you have a business, first of all, when you have a business idea, there's always going to be detractors and people that think, you know, it won't work. You're always going to have those people around you and in your life, even when you're successful, believe me. It gets worse when you're successful. And anything you do positive in your life and anything that's huge, it will immediately be surrounded by negativity, right? Immediately, get ready for it, because no matter how successful you become, one thing never goes away: negativity. I love when people doubt us. I love when people say no. Their opinion means nothing. It means nothing to you. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't affect. You have to get to a point where you don't doubt yourself. You're so into this thing and you know that it's going to work. Just go for it. Believe me, I'm living proof that it can happen. Stay on your course. Stay focused. Nothing happens overnight. Their opinion doesn't matter. Timing is everything in life. You just have to keep grinding every day. I can't stand 3-day weekends. I hate 3-day weekends, man. I'm like, man, I want Monday to come again. That's how much I love what I do. My life was so good, I didn't want to sleep.
I'm with you, brother.
Forget sleeping, man. Sleeping sucked. I loved insomnia. I slept for 2-3 hours a night and I had a blast. But when you get to that point in your life, fuck sleeping, man. No way. I want to stay up. So if that's not your mentality every weekend when you're at home, like you're dreading Monday, man, stop. Stop and get another job, because you're in the wrong place. That's not healthy for you. Life is ready to get you, you know, and you got to get up and you got to fight through that bullshit every day. You have to. That you have to fight for every day. And you have to get up and you have to have that to get up and fight every day, man. And at the end of the day, it's really about the journey. The people you're doing with it, that you're having fun, you're getting up every day and you're all working toward the same goal, whatever it might be. It's a very fulfilling feeling. It really is a very fulfilling feeling. You have to be a leader. You have to be a leader, and you have to get people to believe as you believe and to want the dream as bad as you want the dream. And once you get into it and you start fighting, it becomes addictive. You actually like it. There's no chaos in my life. I create chaos. I want you to be you. You have to be able to talk to people. You have to be able to motivate people to believe as you believe in what they're doing, to love it as much as you do. Everything in life is about timing. Yes. It really is about timing. The right time, the right place, the right everything. And I also believe that you create your own timing in life too.
Last question.
Guess what? It's never the right time. It's never the right time. It's like, I can't now. I I got this truck I just bought. I got payments on this friggin' thing. You know, I got this. If you do that to yourself, you'll never do anything. Forget the truck. Forget this. Forget that. Go for it. The thing is, what's the worst thing that can happen if you try? If the day that I walked out of that hotel, right, and I went to do this, it doesn't work out. I can go back and be a bellman again. The worst part is not trying. Yeah. You have to try. Nobody's ever going to do anything without trying. Yeah. Just go for it. Believe me, I'm living proof that it can happen.